Hi Scorpio. Hi Scorpio, welcome to Carol's Universe, Tarot Readings from the Heart. Thanks ever so much guys for joining me on your, I'm doing a bi-weekly reading, so we're looking at the 15th of April through to the 30th of April this time round. For the reading guys, we are using the Modern Witch tarot deck by Lisa Searle. It's a phenomenal tarot deck this is. It's so good, it's unreal. Beautiful, just the quality of the cards. I mean, I paid $13.99 for this deck, down from $21.99 on Amazon, and I was really impressed by the quality. Really good. So we're going to be using this deck today, and for your spiritual advice, we're going to use the Psychic Tarot of the Heart. We're going to do a 12-card spread. I usually use the first card at the top to talk about what it is you need to focus on for the next 2 weeks. The 10 cards in the centre to look at what the situation is, and the 12th card at the bottom to have a look at what the advice is, or maybe how the situation evolves. Okay, here we go guys, let's make a start. Okay Scorpio, so we've got the cards down. What is it that the universe is suggesting that you focus on? The Nine of Coins. You know, the Nine of Coins, I really like this card a lot. It's a pentacle, obviously, so it's an earth card. And the Nine of Coins is all about financial, I mean, it's a financial card, but it's also about your home as well. And it's also about being comfortable in your home. So being comfortable. And also, it depends on how you read the card. You could look at this card and say, well, focus on gratitude. Be grateful for what you have around you. Be grateful for your environment. Be grateful that you've got a roof over your head. Be grateful that you've got food on the table. But the Nine of Coins can also be one of those cards that suggests there is a need to focus on making money, for example, because this card is all about financial gain as well with the Nine of Coins energy. The Nine of Coins can also be there is a need to focus on your skills, your talents to make money as well with the Nine of Coins. So this lady works for herself. That's how she's making the money. She's trained in a particular art, and she's using that art to make money. So another factor of this card could be, well, the focus needs to be on kind of making money, using your skills, or you're taking what you have or using what you have to make money, because it is a card really that focuses on making money. Another thing with this card could be there is a need to focus on taking a bit of downtime and relaxing and that type of thing, because the Nine of Coins is also one of those cards that deals with the concept of somebody who lives a very kind of free and easy life. It's the card that represents a woman that kind of, one of the words that comes along with the Nine of Coins is unearned income. So that card can actually suggest somebody who, lives the life of Riley. They go out with their friends, they go to nice restaurants, they tend to chill, that type of thing. They go on holidays, they go for massages, that type of thing. But obviously we can't do that in this type of climate. So I think one of the focuses as well with this card, Scorpio, maybe on self-care. It's time to really take care of your body, because coins are the body. It's also time just to take care of just take care of yourself in general, your health, your body, what you're eating as well, because the Nine of Coins is all about eating good, wholesome foods, that type of thing with the Nine of Coins, and really just getting some nice rest and respite if you can. Underneath this, the situation is, well, you've got the Sun. So the Sun represents, solutions and children and happiness and positivity and optimism and, positive new beginnings and that type of thing. Now you've got the Seven of Swords. That's interesting. I think that some of you guys have been blindsided by a liar. I'm not being horrible. But the Seven of Swords and the Sun, I never liked that combination. I'm being honest with you. Because the Seven of Swords is, it depends on how you want to read that. It really does. Because you could say that maybe you need to start incorporating some positive strategy. Because the Sun is positive and the Seven of Swords is a strategy. So maybe some of you guys need to start focusing on using or implementing some positive strategies. Maybe it's in terms of making money with the Nine. So you could look at it that way. For some of you guys, it may be that you are being blindsided by someone who's not particularly telling you the truth. The Seven of Swords can be, as I've said, the liar card. It can. And with the Sun card, this person really feels that they're able to blindside you, because they're feeling that they're going to get this. So the Sun doesn't just clarify, it also conceals things as well, because it can literally, if it's shining too brightly, you literally don't see everything. So this type of character can literally seek to blindside somebody with their charm. The sun is charm as well. So you're going to get somebody trying to blindside you with their charm, you know, their grinning white teeth. You know, it's all about the appearance, because the sun is very much the appearance as well. Blindside you by their appearance, because the appearance is how they come across, you know. So it may be that there is a need to, and the Nine of Coins can be one of those cards that suggests there is a need to protect yourself from that as well, because this is the card of the Gilded Cage, so it can actually represent a boundary, or to put your boundaries up against that as well. But also it could be there is a need now to focus on positive strategy with the Sun and the Seven of Swords energy showing here. Yeah, that will bring fortune, I think. But also, you know, I would say as well to some of you guys, you know, protect your money as well. With that Nine of Pentacles, just protect your income, I would say as well, especially if you've got a Seven of Swords person who's trying to blindside you into, they've got their eye on the fortune, you know. Somebody's got their eye on fortune, they've got eye on what you've got, your money. Maybe there's a need to really kind of be a bit cautious about that. Let's have a look at, so the Queen of Cups, okay. I do feel that some of you guys are dreaming about something here, this wheel. You know, the Queen of Cups, which is you, there is dreaming about a fortune here. I think that you're dreaming, you've been visualizing having a fortune, having, you know, perhaps this is something to do with earning a bigger amount of money. Well, we're going to read it the other way now instead of maybe somebody doing something, because it feels like that to me. Now I see that the Queen of Cups has the cup open. The cup open for me on the Queen of Cups is somebody whose heart is open, somebody who is, she looks into the cup, she's a tarot reader, and she has a crystal ball, so the cup is like the crystal ball, you know, visualising. Some of you guys have been visualising a fortune here, or you've been visualising something that is possibly quite expensive. Feels like there's something here that you really, really want, financially wise. Or it could be something really expensive. You've been visualizing, I think, with this Queen of Cups, dreaming of having that. And I think that if you're doing that, then you need to probably, and the Seven of Swords is action, maybe you need to be taking some positive action towards this energy, especially some of you guys been dreaming about that. Yeah, Ace of Coins energy showing here as well. The Ace of Coins. I mean, it's an interesting thing. We could have had the Ace of Coins like this. We could have had the, you see, when you get cups, they're not just love cards. When you get an open cup and you get a coin, that's somebody who's receiving abundance. You're receiving that, but it's outside of you. So this Wheel of Fortune for me and the Ace of Coins, they're the same thing. But this is outside of you. You're visualizing having this thing, but it's outside of you. Okay, this thing is outside of you. It might be a product, it might be money, whatever it is. Some of you guys dreaming about having this fortune, that, you know, fortune's going to turn in your favour, you're going to get this pentacle. It's outside of you though, you haven't as yet got it, but you may need to take some positive action towards getting it. So the focus might be on how you gain the money, because it may be that it's the money thing that stands in the way of you having this wheel. Let's have a look at the next one. Yeah, the Two of Coins. I feel that you're going to have to make some compromises maybe. You're going to have to adapt, or you're going to have to try and, you know, with the Two of Coins energy. The Two of Coins energy is all about, it's not mismanagement. For me, the Two of Coins in the reverse is mismanagement of money. But it may be that you have to kind of, you know, switch things up and change things around a little bit financially, maybe with that Two of Coins energy showing here. The Eight of Wands energy, so that's interesting there. Now the Eight of Wands is messages, it's communication, but also as a timing card, it's something happening very, very quickly. But this could be a quick change happening here, because the Two of Coins can mean changes as well. So this could be something quickly changing here as well. Let's have a look at the next one. Ah, the King of Cups now. Okay, that's interesting. The King of Cups, another vessel. The cup is open here. Okay, the Six of Cups energy. Maybe this is somebody within the family showing here. The Hermit. Oh, what interesting energy showing up. I'm just trying to think what this is. Right, the focus I think needs to be on making money. How are you going to make this money? I think for some of you guys, what's happening here is that starting with this Queen of Cups, I think that you've got a desire for this wheel. So you've got a desire maybe for something fortunate to happen. Maybe this is something to do with a big, you know, a big amount of money, or, you know, maybe you've got a desire to win the lottery or something like that. But it feels like your desire with that Queen, you've been visualizing for some of you Scorpios, this Wheel of Fortune. So it looks to me like it's getting something big, like a financial payout or something, or a product or something like that. But I just get the impression it's more money. It feels like money is outside of you. So for some of you guys, you might be finding finances at the moment a little bit tricky. I'm not saying majorly so, but because the Ace of Coins, I think, is outside of you. I think that you're visualizing getting this, but it's outside of you. You've been visualizing getting a big change here. It feels like that Wheel of Fortune, that you've been visualizing a change for the better, because money is outside of you. All right, so it feels like money is not immediately kind of within your grasp, as it were, because it feels like, because it's at the back of you, it's kind of passing you by, if that makes any sense. It's almost like it's passing through you. So it's almost like the money is outside of your grasp. So you're visualizing, how do I have this positive change? How do I get this money? But it feels like the universe is saying, well, if you want this money, you have to take some positive action with the Sun and the Seven of Swords in getting it. Okay, because the focus needs to be on how you make the money. And some of you guys, it might be that, that cup is empty there. I don't have the coin in it. It's kind of like it's a little bit kind of further away from me at the moment. I can't get my hands on the money. I can't get my hands on the product, whatever it is. And you're dreaming here, Queen of Cups, of having this fortune, changes for the better. So you're dreaming of having a fortune here. Money is outside of you, but you need to take some positive action in how you're going to get it. You may need to switch certain things up, maybe with that Two of Coins energy. There's action here that's required, I think, with this Eight of Wands energy as well. So it may be that in order to get whatever this is, that with the Two of Coins energy, it feels that you have to switch certain things up. And I think that you have to be active. I think that you have to be proactive, actually, with that Eight of Wands. I'm seeing you needing to be very proactive. It may be somebody within the family who's able to give you some form of advice with that Hermit card, because the Hermit is somebody who is an expert. So it may be that somebody within the family, because I'm looking at a King of Cups and a Six of Cups, that's easily somebody within your family environment is able to give you some advice or some skills or some tips or hints and tricks on how you can make this money. I think it's a reading that's saying, Scorpio, that in the next 2 weeks you really need to have to start being proactive, because some of you guys are dreaming about a fortune here. You're dreaming about something changing for the better. It's to do with money, but it's outside of you. It's almost like you can't get hold of it right now. It's outside of you. So the focus needs to be Nine of Coins energy for the next 2 weeks, making money. And to do that, you need to start taking some positive action. Okay, the Two of Coins could be that you need to probably switch things around. Maybe you need to start, if you can't get your hands on, whatever this financial situation is, or you're finding it difficult, then maybe with the Two of Coins energy here, you need to kind of make some different arrangements, or you need to change things up. So, for example, it's about getting more money to pay bills, that type of thing. It may be with the Two of Coins, well, maybe you need to switch things up. Maybe you need to kind of phone your credit card people, or, phone the mortgage people and say, can I pay on this date? Or, can we put the payments, on hold for a little while, or something like that. It just feels like you need to switch things up. Okay, that could be some very positive action that's taken here with the Sun and the Seven of Swords. If you're going to kind of say, well, I don't have the money this month to pay for this, so can we just switch things up with this Two of Pentacles energy showing here? I feel that you need to be proactive, though, with that Eight of Wands energy. Some of you guys, though, might need to also connect, communicate, maybe with somebody in the family who can actually give you some advice as well, showing here with the Hermit, okay? So I just feel that if it's I definitely feel it's a money situation going on with some of you guys, and I do feel there is a need to make more money for Scorpio over the next 2 weeks, but I do feel the universe is saying, well, that's fine, but you really need to start taking some positive action. Either you're going to have to make some, rearrange a few things like bills or something. If it's difficult to make the money, then rearrange your bills, for example, so that do you see what I mean? So that you're spreading out payments on certain areas and you've got enough to pay for things that you need to pay for. Or maybe you need to take some positive action in terms of maybe communicating with somebody within the family, for example, who can give you some advice. They may not be able to give you any financial help, because the Hermit isn't a type of card for me that would give you financial help, but they'd certainly be able to give you some form of, advice, or, and it would be really good advice, because the Hermit knows what it's talking about. It's a really skilled expert in stuff. So this person would be able to at least put you in the right direction as well, showing up. I think it would be a family member, to be perfectly honest, somebody you're really close to, because you've got that King of Cups and the Six of Cups. This person shares your feelings as well. This person, being that, you've got the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups, and then you've got that Six of Cups there, I think this would be somebody that you're really, really close to. So yeah, in the next 2 weeks, Scorpio, it's a time just for being proactive. Don't just sit down and twiddle your thumbs and say, okay, how am I going to do this? Or you know, how am I going to pay for this or how am I going to pay for that? You know, it's not a 2 weeks for doing that. It's about being proactive. You need to find a way how you're going to resolve an issue here. All right, you'll either do it through a family member or you'll do it through your own, you know, through kind of contacting your creditors or whatever and trying to rearrange stuff that way. And what is the advice going forward? The Queen of Swords, okay, ask for what you want. That is the Queen of Swords advice for me, because what happens with the Queen of Swords, you see the hand that's held out, that's a request. So she's making a request. So the advice is, don't be shy and ask for what you want. Ask for what you want. If you need advice on how you're going to make more money or how you're going to pay a bill or whatever, go to the King of Cups, the Six of Cups, somebody who you're close to within the family. They're probably really good at giving financial advice, or they're really good at putting you in the right direction. If there isn't anyone in the family you can turn to, then go to someone anyway. This Hermit anyway would be, so this could be a financial advisor with the Ace of Coins and the Hermit energy. So go to somebody who can give you that advice. You know, if you can't afford to pay your mobile bill, or if you can't afford to pay this or pay that, or you've got to kind of arrange, right, who I'm going to pay this week and who am I going to leave, you know, leave by the sideway, and who am I going to kind of try and rearrange payments on over the next few months so I've got money so I can buy food, this, that and the other. Well, you would probably go to a financial advisor, you know, or somebody who you're, you know, somebody in the company that you're going to have to say, you know, I can't afford to pay this month. Can we do, you know, a payment holiday or something? You could do that, you know. But there's, I think the ethos of the reading, Scorpio, is that there's all sorts of ways around a situation. You just have to take positive action. All right, let's have a quick look at what the advice is. Universe, Spirit, what is the advice? What's the spiritual advice for Scorpio? What is the spiritual advice that you have for Scorpio in 2 cards? Right, so sadness and isolation, that's the 3 of Swords, okay? Ace of Wands energy. But that you may be feeling sad and isolated for some of you guys, but there is just a new beginning. There's a new beginning around the corner with the new Vitality card. I think that's the Ace of Wands. I think is that the Ace of Wands, or is it the Ace of... I can't remember what this card is. It's like it's the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands. The ones I think are the purple cards. No, I actually feel this is the Ace of Wands. But there is a new beginning around the corner. One that is filled with joy and stability, with the 4 of Wands here as well. Okay, these are representative of tarot cards. So it's just called New Vitality here and Joy, Stability here. So you may be feeling at the moment a little bit sad and isolated, Scorpio. But there is a new, fresh beginning around the corner. That Ace of Wands, one that is filled with lots of joy, lots of stability and lots of happiness. Okay, you're refusing to see, I just felt like I should put some more cards down, that opportunity beckons towards you. Okay, you just need to take the lead. All right, we'll do that again. So for your advice is, you may be feeling sad and isolated, some of you guys, at the 3 of Swords, but a new beginning is just around the corner, one filled with joy and stability. You are refusing to see that opportunities beckon. You just need to be proactive and take the lead. All right, that is your reading, guys. I'd like to say thanks ever so much for joining me on Carol's Universe. If you would like to order a reading with me, you can. Click on the link in the comment section below or the end screen. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.